Hello friends, welcome again to my YouTube channel Easy EduTech. Myself I am Shailesh Kuptekar from the Department of Chemistry. Dear friends, before we have to move to the actual syllabus, I want to say something to you which is most important for you. Recently the result of the 12th science is to be declared and I have do the analysis of all the result. After doing the analysis, it is observed that the student have scored less mark in chemistry as compared to the other subject. Why it is so? What is the reason behind that? According to me, there are three reasons for that. First of all, they can't understand the subject properly, and which is important. Next one is that they can cramp each and everything. पूरा का पूरा रट्टा मार दिया, यहाँ तक कि रिएक्शन भी रट्टा मार के विदाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग लिखने का प्रयास किया गया. एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज दैट लैक ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. सो व्हाट, हाउ टू ओवरकम ऑल दीज रीजंस to get the good marks in chemistry? So here first of all we have to understand the subject properly. Initially no doubt you have to spend more time for that, but you have to save the time in the future. Next one is that don't cramp each and everything in chemistry, because there is certain trick we have to apply to recall the chemistry, to write the chemistry. According to mind power study technique, generally it is observed that anyone have read anything, he can forget 88% what he have to be read and recall only 12%. And so what, there are certain technique how to recall 100%. We have to apply this technique and recall all these things. No need to cramp the chemistry. Next one is that this is the practice paper, and lack of practice is responsible to score the good marks. And so what, we have to apply here systematic revision method, and due to that we have to get easily marks here. But dear friends, if I have to discuss all these things in this video, then the length of the video is to be increases. And so what, I have make a certain video by which we have to understand each and every technique in this case. I want to upload these videos step by step on my YouTube channel. Those are here subscriber of this channel, they can easily get the access of such video. So dear friends, apply all this technique which I have to discuss here and get 90 plus mark in each and every subject. One thing is important here again, you have to apply this technique only not for the 12th standard but forever up to end of your education. So it is important. So let's we have to move to the actual syllabus. Here we have to again continue with the chapter alcohol, phenols and ether. From that we have to take the chemical properties of alcohol, phenols and ethers. Here dear friends, as per my previous video, I have say you this is the 6 parameters of our roadmap. So let's we have to continue with this parameter. Are you ready for that? I have again say this is the practice paper. So while I have discussed anything or teach anything, you have to sit along with the pen and the paper. So let's we have to start with the first reaction regarding that. What is the chemical property? Chemical property means the reactions of the alcohol and phenol with the different types of the chemical. Here we have to observe the reactions of the different chemicals with the alcohol and phenol. Initially we have to discuss the laboratory test for the alcohols and phenols. Actually there are 4 laboratory tests, but in this year the 2 laboratory tests is eliminated or deleted for you as the syllabus is reduced to the 25%. And so what, we have to discuss only 2 tests, that is the characteristic test of the phenols and the distinguishing test of the alcohols. But before that I want to take first test, that is the litmus test, and for your knowledge I have to take this. No need to no need to prepare for the examination. So what is the litmus paper test? Here there are two types of litmus paper, blue and red. If any solution is given in our laboratory and you have to predict the nature of that solution, for that the litmus test is the best test. According to that, if I take the aqueous solution of any substance and insert the blue litmus paper in that, then this blue litmus paper is converted into red, and that solution is the acidic in the nature. Note down this, blue litmus paper converted into red, it is the acidic in the nature. If I take the red litmus paper and dip inside the aqueous solution of that substance or any substance, then red litmus paper if converted into blue, then it is the base. So these are the two general tests which is we have to know. But if blue litmus paper remain blue when we have to insert in the solution, or red litmus paper remain red when we have to insert this paper in the solution, then the solution is treated as a neutral, because there is no change in the color of the paper. So it is important here. So let's have to move to the first, that is the characteristic test of the phenols. Here, if in laboratory you have to given the phenol, if in laboratory phenol is to be given, or any substance, organic substance is to be given, and you have to predict whether it is phenol or alcohol, because you have to do the test for the alcohol and phenol. Very simple test we have to take here. What happen if you have to provide the phenol in the beaker, then initially insert ferric chloride in that phenol. If the color, deep color we have to observe, that is either it is the purple, it is the violet or green, then this substance or the sample which you have to provide, it is the phenol. So first test is the characteristic test of the phenol. For that, if you have to observe the reaction is just like this. Phenol we have to show just like this, AROH. This is the here phenol. When this phenol is react with the FeCl3, that is the ferric chloride, then we have get the here ferric phenoxide. So for balancing the reaction, I have again take the 3 molecules of this, and we have get the here product just like this. See here, you have to also note here ARO size of Fe, plus here there is a formation of thrice HCl. So this ferric phenoxide we have to obtain, it gives the deep coloration, either it is the blue, violet or the here purple. So this is the first test which we have to take in the laboratory regarding the phenol. So it is important. Now next test we have to discuss regarding the distinguishing test of the alcohol. Now dear friends, by this test we have to distinguish 3 types of the alcohol: primary, secondary and the tertiary. For that we have to discuss, we have to take here Lucas reagent. Now what is the Lucas reagent? Lucas reagent is the compound which is the it is the compound of the HCl, that is the concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. So we have to discuss the test of this, but before that I have to take the general test for the alcohol. If I have to take the alcohol, that is the ROH, and react with the Lucas reagent, I can just say Lucas reagent is the concentrated HCl and the anhydrous zinc chloride. Now actual reaction is takes place between the here alcohol and HCl. By the reaction, initially we have to observe there is a formation of here alkyl chloride. This H and OH, there is a formation of H2O. So generally alkyl chloride we have to observe. Now different types of alkyl group we have to use, by which we have to observe the different types of the alcohol. So it is important here. But one thing is most important here, this alcohol is soluble in the Lucas reagent, but this alkyl halide which is formed here, it is not soluble in the Lucas reagent. So it is important. Now how we have to do the distinguishing test of the alcohol, that is the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Here I want to say one thing to you. You have to apply this process or technique which I have to discuss here, because in our book direct primary, secondary and tertiary is to be given, and I have to start with the tertiary, which is the better, which is useful for better understanding, and write also. So see what we have to do. Write with me, because this is the practice paper. I have to discuss already. Now here we have to do the distinguishing test of the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. You have to follow this technique which I have to discuss now. Initially I take the alcohol. Any alcohol we don't know about that. We have only take the alcohol. When this alcohol is react with the here Lucas reagent, I have abbreviate this by the LR. Now here, if this alcohol turn the Lucas reagent immediately in turbid, this alcohol can turn the Lucas reagent immediately in turbid, then such types of the alcohol is the tertiary alcohol. So this is the first test. If I take the alcohol again, we don't know which types of alcohol here, and again we have to add the Lucas reagent. If it is slowly turbid without applying any heat, if it is slowly turbid, then that types of the alcohol is the secondary alcohol. Now if I take the alcohol and add the here again Lucas reagent, now if I have to supply here heat, and after supplying heat, this alcohol can turn the Lucas reagent in turbid, then we have to say such types of alcohol is the here primary alcohol. That means here we have to apply the heat and it is converted, it is the primary alcohol which we have to observe. So in this way we have to discuss the distinguishing test for it. लेकिन जब आप राइटिंग करेंगे एग्जाम में अगर पूछा जाएगा तो यहाँ से चालू कीजिए, लेकिन अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए we have to discuss just like this. So it is important. So in this way, there are the two distinguishing, two tests for the in the laboratory regarding the alcohols and phenol we have to observe. Next reaction we have to discuss, that is the reaction due to the breaking of OH bond. This alcohol and phenol both contain the OH bond, so we have to discuss this reaction. Here OH bond, breaking of OH bond takes place, that means the bond between the O and H takes place, and this is we have to observe in the reaction. So in this case, first reaction we have to discuss the acidic character of here alcohols and phenol. As we just discussed here, the phenol is acidic in nature, because when we have to dip the here blue litmus paper inside that, it is converted into red, and alcohol is the neutral in the nature. There is no change in the blue or red color of the litmus paper. But here the breaking of the OH bond in the both is different here. That means the reaction due to the breaking of OH bond is different. So we have to discuss the first reaction regarding the alcohol. If I take the alcohol and react with the water, then here no doubt there is a formation of here alkoxide ion with the liberation of H3O positive. But here in alkoxide ion, which is the conjugated base of the alcohol, the alkyl group show the positive inductive effect, and this positive inductive effect of the alkyl group can destabilize this alkoxide ion. The positive inductive effect of the alkyl group can destabilize the here alkoxide ion, and due to this now it is less ionized in the water. Due to air, it is not ionized in the water, and so this alcohol are the neutral in the nature. So regarding this we have to discuss just like this. But if you have to consider here the alcohol aromatic compound, if you have to consider phenol, then in case of the phenol we have to observe just like this. If I take the phenol, and it is react with the here H2O again, that means it is react with the water, there is a formation of here phenoxide ion. This phenoxide ion is the again conjugate base of the phenol. We have to observe just like this. Again there is a formation of H3O positive. Here one thing is most important. If you have to observe the resonance structure of this, it is observed that there is present a delocalized negative ion here, and due to this now delocalized negative ion, it is moderately ionized in the water. So it shows the weak acidic nature as it is moderately ionized in the water. So in this way we have to discuss the acidic character of alcohols and phenol. So it is important here. Now next reaction we have to discuss that is the breaking of the OH bond, that is the esterification. In esterification we also observe the breaking of OH bond. Now what is the esterification? When alcohols or phenol react with the carboxylic acid, it gives the ester, and this process is called as esterification. Ester have the general formula RCOOR. Here we may write just like this. It indicates that alkyl group may similar or different. So we have to discuss this reaction. Actually here there are three processes of the esterification. First of all, we have to do the esterification of alcohol and phenol by using the carboxylic acid. Then we have to do the esterification by using the acid anhydride, and next one is the acid chloride. All the reactions are different. Initially we have to start with the here carboxylic acid. So see what we have to discuss here. If I take the initially we have to discuss the general reaction. If I take the alcohol ROH and it is react with the carboxylic acid. Actually carboxylic acid have the formula just like this RCOOH. But for your convenient and easy to write the reaction, I want to change the formula just like this. HO C double bond O R. Now this is the carboxylic acid. I can write this in this form. When it is react with the concentrated H2SO4 H plus, आप भी मेरे साथ लिखिए क्योंकि दिस इज द प्रैक्टिस पेपर एंड आई विल नॉट गिव एनी नोट्स टू यू बिकॉज माई राइटिंग इज द नोट्स. I am teach on the board, and so what my writing is your notes. So note that while I have discussed here. Now if the reaction is takes place here, we have to observe there is a no doubt this is the actually reversible reaction, but the reaction is shifted forward by the elimination of the water molecule. This is the dehydration reaction. This H and this OH, they get eliminated in the form of water, and we have get the compound just like this R O C double bond O R with the elimination of the water molecule. So this is the ester which we have to get, which having the formula RCOOR. It may similar or different. If you have to write this just like this, then we can write the alkyl group just like this. It indicate the different alkyl group. Now this is the general method we have to discuss. Now if I take the example, it is easily we can discuss the example just like this. So see what happens. Suppose I take just like this CH3OH, that is the methyl alcohol. When react with this now HOC double bond O CH3, it is react with the concentrated H2SO4, that is the no doubt it is the forward reaction. No doubt it is the forward reaction. The reaction, it takes place just like this. CH3 O C double bond O CH3. This is the methyl acetate is formed. This is the acetate group. CH3COO is the acetate group. Note in your book. And here again there is a liberation of water molecule. So in this way, the first reaction regarding the alcohol we have to discuss. In the same manner, we have to discuss the reaction regarding the here phenol. Now if we have to continue the reaction, we have to only change here in the here group, that is we have to write here AROH, that is the phenol. When phenol is again react with this, we have get the compound just like this. There is a dehydration reaction, so water molecule can be eliminated. No doubt this is the reversible reaction, but by eliminating the water molecule, the reaction is shifted forward direction, and so what, we have get the compound just like this, and with the liberation of the water molecule. So in this way, this is the reactions of the carboxylic acid with the alcohol. Now if you have to continue this reaction by taking the example, in home you have to take the aromatic compound, any aromatic compound, that is the benzene ring, and you proceed the reaction forward for your practice. So it is important here. Now we have discussed the esterification by using the acid anhydride. Now here one thing I want to say you, note the reaction which I have to write on the board, because there is something wrong in our textbook. So it is important here. Now general reaction we have to observe here. Suppose here we have take the acid anhydride, acid and anhydride and the alcohol. Initially we have take the alcohol ROH and it is react with the acid anhydride. I can write acid anhydride just like this, R dash C double bond O, O C double bond O R dash. This is the acid anhydride. General reaction I have to discuss, then we have to proceed with the here example. When it is react with the here acid catalyst, that is acid catalyst, then here esterification process we have to observe. How the esterification is observed? Now this RCOOH, that is this group, RCOOH, this group can give the here acid, and now this group and now this and this, they can give the ester. While we have to connect this, or while we have to attach this, we have to attach in this manner, R dash C double bond O, here OR, that is you can write here OR, plus here we can write here R dash COOH, that is the here acid we have to observe here. So in this way, by using the acid anhydride, we have do the reaction just like this. Now we have take here the example of this. Instead of this now R, we have take here the C2H5, that is the ethyl alcohol, C2H5. Here we have take, instead of this now CH3, and here there is a CH3. This is the acetic anhydride. When this reaction we have to observe in presence of acid catalyst, then the reaction is takes place just like this. I have just discussed here, this group and this group is combined in this manner. So here this group is the CH3, so we can write here CH3. Then this OR which you have to observe here, this is nothing but the C2H5. Remaining we have to write just like this. This is combined with the this, we have get here CH3COOH. So in this way there is a formation of ethyl acetate Note down one thing again. This is the acetate group. CH3COO is the acetate group. So there is a formation of ethyl acetate. Now same reaction we have to observe by using the here aromatic alcohols. So see what we have to discuss here now. If I have to take again the aromatic compound, we have to only discuss here the general reaction, that is the here AROH. It stands for the phenol aromatic compound. It is react with the R dash C double bond O, OR dash. Sorry, we have take the ester here, that is the C double bond O R dash. Instead of write in this initially which you have to write, I can write directly. Again it is react with the acid anhydride, that is the acid catalyst, that is H positive. Then we have to observe the reaction just like this. Here again there is a formation of acid, carboxylic acid. This carboxylic acid we have to observe, and there is a formation of here AR. That means we have to write just like this. From this there is a formation of carboxylic acid, RCOOH, and this group is combined here. And so what we have get here, ARO C double bond O R dash plus here RCOOH. So in this way we have to discuss the reaction of the phenol by using the acidic anhydride in presence of the catalyst, acid catalyst. So this is the reaction, that is the second reaction for the formation of ester. Now we have to discuss the third process of formation of the esterification. For that we have to discuss here the acetyl chloride, that is having the formula RC double bond O Cl. This is the acid chloride actually. So see how the reaction takes place, we have to observe here. Instead of taking general reaction, I want to take here direct reaction. So which is convenient for you for the understanding here. Suppose I take here alcohol, that is the CH3OH. Any types of alcohol you have to take. C2H5OH, C3H5, C3H7OH, those alcohol you want, you have to take here. Alkyl group you want, you have to take here. When it is react with the here acid chloride, so we have to take here acid chloride, that is the acetyl chloride we have to take here. So it having the formula just like this, Cl C double bond O CH3. This is the acetyl chloride which you have to observe. This reaction we have to do in presence of the pyridine. In presence of pyridine. Now again there is a formation of ester. It is very simple. This H and Cl they get combined. There is a formation of HCl, and whole this group is attached here. And so what we have get the compound just like this, CH3O here C double bond O here CH3, along with the here liberation of HCl. Now this is the actually ethyl acetate group we have to observe. If I take this instead of this ethyl acetate, this is the methyl acetate. If I take the ethyl here, you have get the ethyl acetate. So this is the first reaction regarding the alcohol. Now if you have to observe the reaction regarding the aromatic compound, then the reaction is somewhat just like this. See here, if I have to take the aromatic compound ROH and it is react with the here acid chloride, that is we can write just like this. In presence of pyridine, we have to observe this reaction. Here somewhat change we have to observe, because for the convenience I can write the reaction just like this. Here H and Cl they can give the HCl, and this reaction I can write this product I can write just like this, R dash C double bond O here OAR. with the liberation of HCl. So in this way, this acid chloride is react with the alcohol and we are get the reaction just like this. Here instead of Ar, you have to use the benzene. Do the practice for that. You have to use the benzene and observe the reaction how it is to be happen. So it is important. So in this way, there are three processes of esterification by using the carboxylic acid, acid anhydride and the acetyl chloride. Now here we have discussed the formation of the aspirin, which is the well-known generic medicine and which is the derivative of the salicylic acid. So see here what we have to discuss. If I take the salicylic acid, which having the formula just like this, write down along with me now formula. This is the salicylic acid. Here this salicylic acid contain the OH here. When it is react with the acid anhydride, I can write just like this: CS3 C double bond O, O C double bond O CH3. Again in presence of here catalyst, acid catalyst we have to observe here or take here. Now this is the, there is a aspirin is formed, which is the here derivatives of the here acetyl derivatives we have to observe here. This H is replaced by here acetyl group, that is the here CS3CO. H is replaced by acetyl group, that is the CS3CO, and we have to get the compound, sorry, this H is replaced here by using the acetyl group, and we have get the compound just like this. Note down in your notebook, we have to observe the compound which is the formation of aspirin. So this COOH is remain as it is, and only here O, and this group we have to observe, that is the C double bond O CH3, plus here there is a formation of CS3COOH. This is the aspirin which is formed by the salicylic acid. So this is the generic medicine we have to use in our daily life. So it is important.